Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar, AI-powered embedded analytics, driving innovation and customer satisfaction. I am Casey Sinello, Senior Product Manager at Reveal, and I am thrilled to walk you through today's topic. We're going to dive into how AI is shaping the future of embedded analytics and ultimately improving user satisfaction and driving real business innovation. I'll be covering key trends like conversational analytics and automated insights, and we will follow it up by a product demo showing you how our AI capabilities really can transform your applications. So to get started here, like I just kind of quickly mentioned, a quick overview of what we will cover. We'll begin by discussing the rise of AI and why it's such a game changer for organizations. From there, we'll explore, like I mentioned, conversational analytics, how natural language processing is making data more accessible. We'll touch on automated insights and how AI can surface critical trends and anomalies without manual analysis anymore. And again, finally, we'll look at how AI should help future-proof your software to stay ahead of industry trends. And then we got a quick product demo, and we'll also do a little bit of Q&A as well at the end. Let's dive into our first topic, the rise of AI. And AI now really is no longer just a buzzword. It is rapidly becoming a critical element in modern software. So whether you're in healthcare, finance, or retail, AI can really enhance your product offerings and deliver ROI in ways traditional analytics simply just can't anymore. So from my own experience working on Reveal, we've seen organizations start to leverage AI to reduce the time spent on manual data analysis. And for myself even, I've kind of done this week a little bit of a analysis, and I've estimated that I even spend up to 40% of my time no longer on the manual data analysis. And that means teams are freed up to focus on higher value activities, like things that are just more strategic and innovative. So for example, a client in healthcare industry is needing to maybe quickly identify anomalies in patient data. By using AI-powered insights, they can detect outliers that would have taken maybe an analyst hours to find manually. And not only does this speed up their decision-making process, but it also significantly improves patient outcomes because you are now able to act in real time. Before we move into conversational analytics, I want to take a moment to talk about the future of AI in Reveal and where we are headed. So at Reveal, we both have short-term and long-term plans for continued building out of our AI capabilities. And our ultimate goal is to accelerate the delivery and value data insights for your users. So allowing them to make faster, smarter decisions. So in the near term, over the next, call it 4 to 6 months, we are focused on enhancing 2 key areas. And first is conversational analytics, which allows users to ask questions in plain text language and instantly receive their actionable insights. Second would be automated insights combined with augmented analytics, which will further simplify data interpretation by providing context-rich insights based on user behavior and data patterns. Now, if we look at the longer term, over the next 6 to 12 months, we're pushing the boundaries now of what AI can do in embedded analytics. So we're working on an AI-driven KPI visualization that dynamically updates based on your evolving business metrics. We'll also introduce automatic dashboard creation where AI builds dashboards tailored to users' data, so saving time and ensuring that critical insights are always front and center for users. And then we have ad hoc visualizations, which will enable users to quickly generate reports based on their specific need. And there's so much more to come as we continue to innovate and refine these features. These enhancements aren't just about adding bells and whistles. They're about making sure that users can interact with data seamlessly and uncover insights they may not even known were there. So whether it's spotting trends or highlighting key performance indicators, our AI roadmap is all about empowering users to act on data faster than ever before. So if we move into conversational analytics, this is one of the most exciting enhancements in embedded analytics. So conversational analytics allows users to simply ask questions in natural language and receive immediate, meaningful answers. So imagine being able to ask, what were the highest grossing products last quarter? And instantly getting a visual breakdown without needing any data science expertise. And I've gotten to work closely with clients who have seen huge improvements in user adoption thanks to these features. So one example is actually even our own internal marketing team that was initially hesitant to adopt analytics, dashboards, and features because they found them too complex or were too intimidated with data. But once we integrated conversational analytics into our system, adoption rates shot up, and they love being able to interact with data in a way that makes it feel intuitive, almost like you're just talking to a colleague. And this simplifies their workflow and significantly reduced their learning curve. Now, let's talk about automated insights. AI is not just about reacting to questions, but also proactively surfacing key insights that users might not even know to look for. Automated insights can highlight emerging trends, anomalies, or even areas of opportunity that could otherwise go unnoticed in traditional dashboards. So a real-world example of this could be from the retail industry, where they use automated insights features to identify probably inventory issues. So their typical reporting processes only flag data once it crosses probably a certain threshold. But with the use of AI, they detected a pattern of declining inventory for a popular product line before it became a critical issue. So thanks to the proactive insights, they were able to adjust their supply chain strategy and prevent stockouts, ultimately increasing customer satisfaction and driving sales. So this kind of foresight is really invaluable. Instead of sifting through data and trying to make sense of it all, AI really does all the heavy lifting, presenting you with the key insights that matter most. And integrating AI into your software doesn't just solve current problems, it prepares you for future challenges. So industry trends are pointing toward more personalized and predictive experiences, and AI is really at the heart of these innovations. So companies that embrace AI today will be the ones leading tomorrow. A great example of this is in the financial services industry, where customers are integrating AI to personalize their users' dashboards and providing clients with tailored investment recommendations. This not only boosts their user engagement, but it positions them as forward thinkers and really gives them an innovative brand in a very crowded market. And in my own work, I've seen the difference AI can make in future-proofing applications by making your software adaptable and scalable. You're not just staying relevant, you are really staying ahead of the curve. And with all of that said, we have covered a lot of ground on how AI can drive software innovation and user satisfaction. I do now want to pass it over to my colleague, Jason, who is going to show you some of these concepts with a live demo of Reveal.
Thanks, Casey. Before we jump into a demo, I just want to highlight how we are really doing this data chat, because it's pretty innovative, and I think it will give you a better feeling that whatever's happening here in the AI is the same thing that would happen if you're just looking at a dashboard. So the AI is not circumventing any of the security infrastructure that you have. We're not generating SQL statements, which a lot of AI is doing when it talks about data. Generating SQL statements is quite dangerous. So what we're really doing is we're just trying to figure out your intent, and then we are generating a dashboard, and then that dashboard goes through the normal life cycle that any request to Reveal would happen to go through. So the first thing that we do is we will generate metadata based on your schemas. Again, we're not doing anything with your actual data. We are simply looking at the schemas, which is the same thing that Reveal would do anyway. How do we know what to look at? Well, if you think about in Reveal, when you're setting up a data source or a data source item, You're setting up your authentication, you pass it an ID, and you tell it what sort of data source you want to use. For example, SQL Server, where does that data source exist? In this case, mine is in the cloud, and it's called Northwind Cloud is the database. You'll notice the tables entry in this JSON that helps generate this metadata. So in this case, I'm only generating the all invoices table, or that's actually a view, and then the orders table. When you are building out Reveal, you probably have some very bespoke, curated data source items that you're allowing people to generate dashboards with. The AI will do the same. If you just say there's no limit, just don't put anything in this tables array, and it will look at the entire schema of every table, view, etc. In this case, please only look at all invoices and orders, generate metadata off of that, and use those field labels for creating the dashboard file. Once that happens, the question is asked by the user in the data chat. So that's pretty straightforward and normal. What happens next is that question goes to the Reveal AI engine, and we determine the intent. So what is the user trying to actually do? What type of question is it? Are they adding a filter, removing a filter, changing a chart type, asking a question like, what are sales this year? So the Reveal AI engine will determine what that intent is, and then it will figure out either how to change a dashboard that you've already created or a visualization you've created, or to generate a new dashboard. And what we'll do is we will generate the labels, values, filters, etc. that make up that R- file, which you would normally be doing by hand. You're dragging and dropping, doing that WYSIWYG. Well, in this case, the AI is doing it, and the R- is then generated in memory, and it is displayed to the user. But just like when you are editing or creating a new visualization Reveal, that entire Reveal lifecycle is executed. So authentication, authorization, your object filters, your data sources, your data source items, etc. All of those interfaces that you use in Reveal are doing the same thing they would with an AI-generated dashboard or any other dashboard. So again, Reveal does not touch your data. We are simply creating dashboard files, which means you're safe and secure in whatever user happens to be logged in. That user context is what then gets used throughout all of those events on the Reveal server. So let's take a look and see how this works in a quick demo. So in the data chat, let's start by asking a simple question: what are sales by month? And what's happening is we're creating the R- file, which would require these fields. And then, as I mentioned, we are just going to simply generate the dashboard. Can you show me sales by customer? So again, just another simple query along with the chart type that I want to specify, and I will get those results. So we're generating the fields required, generating the R-, and then displaying this chart. And then I want to customize this. So can you show me this in a tree map? Maybe I don't want a line chart. So now it's doing the same thing. The AI is taking those results and just modifying this into a tree map visualization. So you can instruct the AI to render in any type of chart that you'd like based on whatever the results happen to be. It doesn't really matter. So next, what are our sales so far for 1997? And this would have been similar to the previous query. It kept the tree map because it thought I wanted the tree map, but it also just gave me the text. The total sales for 1997 are $1.2 million. So it looked at the data, looked at what the R- returned, and then gives me that text information. And then how many orders per year by category. And this will go off, and now I have a nice orders by category. Again, I don't have to think. I'm just typing in questions, and like magic, it's giving me exactly what I'm asking for. And I don't like the way this is sorted, so can we sort this in a different fashion? And yes, we can. We simply are, again, querying the AI, giving it more instructions. So the better your prompt, the better the result. So in this case, I could have gotten this in the first go around, but I didn't. And then what are the customers that have the most orders, and that will go off and then just return back a beautiful chart with customers with the most orders, and you can see the results there. One thing to note is the descriptions aren't very descriptive of the data. So that's something that we're working on through the beta, is figuring out the best way to return insights in those descriptions. Right now, it's sort of giving you what it did to generate the visualization. So that's something that you'll see improved throughout this beta period. But the nice thing is this is just a dashboard. So if I go into edit mode, I can edit the visualization. I can look at the label, the values. You'll see here we have customer name and we have order count. I can modify any of the settings that happen to be in this visualization and then resave this dashboard and then save it out so you can use it as a dashboard in your normal workflow. The idea is you're asking this AI questions, you're getting results. Maybe you choose to save the dashboard. Maybe you just want to continue to have a conversation. Maybe you want to edit it and tweak it. But the idea is you are accessing this data a little bit faster than you otherwise would when you're simply just trying to find that specific KPI in a specific dashboard, or you want to uncover something completely different. A lot of my questions today were fairly simplistic around sales, orders, categories, etc. Those are going to be common types of things that you would ask the AI. But overall, the goal is that you just have another avenue to democratize data within your organization. The next AI feature that we're working on is around augmented analytics or data insights. So for example, in this prototype, there is an analyze this insight option in the tooltip. You'll also notice that the tooltip is much richer than it is today. There is a custom outlier, which is showing in a chart along with some text-based information. If I select Analyze this insight, the Insights panel flies out and it gives me more information than I otherwise would have been able to ascertain by simply looking at the chart. So using AI, looking at the data that is pushed into this visualization, we can feed the AI and then get as much information as we'd like to help you make better decisions with whatever KPI you happen to be looking at. In this case, spend versus budget, and we have a lot of supplemental information that is really useful. So I know here that Ghost for Hire campaign jumped by $20 for this month, far exceeding all of the other campaigns. And if we scroll down, we can see the average spend across campaigns, what the expected analysis or what the analysis is on the expected spend, and then comparing spend versus budget for the outliers. So this is another AI feature. This AI feature will probably ship near the end of Q1, early Q2 timeframe of 2025. We're working on the data chat first, which we hope to have in beta with a few customers this year. If you are interested in participating in the beta for the AI data chat, please let me know. Shoot me an email, and when it is in a state that's ready, we'll share it with you. So with that, let's head back to the slides.
All right, awesome, Jason. Thank you. And that wraps up our demo portion. And I really hope that this gave you a clear idea and understanding of how AI-powered embedded analytics really can enhance both innovation and your user satisfaction within your software. I did quickly want to, I had two questions throughout the webinar that I did want to super quickly touch on. And one was asking about how Reveal is different from other embedded analytics vendors out there. And I do just want to make that clear how Reveal is purpose-built to be an embedded SDK to seamlessly integrate into your app's ecosystem. So it really, the differentiation is we're not iframe based, so we give you complete control and flexibility to tailor your analytics within your application so that you really are delivering a cohesive experience, making the analytics feel like a real natural part of your application. And that's one of the things that most of our customers love the most. In addition to, we always hear the ease of use of creating dashboards. They love the drag and drop intuitive capabilities that we have. And then the other one was around price. So I did just want to highlight that Reveal does have a transparent, affordable pricing model. We don't let costs grow as your customer base grows, as you kind of start to see in the market. We don't charge per dashboard load or per user. It's a flat per application price that we have. So I do encourage everybody here to reach out to us if you have any other questions, you wanted to see a more tailored demo. My email is on here, and I can also loop you in as well with Jason if needed. But if you want to reach out right to Jason, he is jasonb@infragistics.com. And I do want to thank you all for joining today's webinar. I hope you found it super insightful and you are inspired to explore how AI can drive innovation in your own products. As I mentioned, if you're interested in learning more, feel free to reach out or even request a demo of Reveal at revealbi.io. And thank you all. I look forward to hopefully seeing you on our next webinar. We have one more to wrap up the year around custom white labeling for embedded analytics. So have a great day. Thank you.